The transport ship's cargo bay reeked of ammonia and fear. Rhea stood among 24 other human recruits, their faces pale beneath the harsh violet lighting of the Zathari military vessel. She kept her expression carefully neutral, hiding the flicker of amusement that threatened to crack her facade. "Pathetic creatures," hissed Commander Zar, his chitinous mandibles clicking in disgust. The insectoid alien towered over the humans, his forearms gesturing dismissively. "Your species begged to join the Galactic Defense Coalition. Begged. And this is what Earth sends us." Soft meat, Rhea's fingers twitched. She'd been doing this long enough to know when to keep quiet. 3 years ago, she'd been humanity's dirty little secret, the trainer who turned Earth's most dangerous predators into disciplined hunting partners. Lions, tigers, crocodiles, even the experimental chimera hybrids that governments pretended didn't exist. But the Zathari didn't know that. They only saw what humanity wanted them to see, desperate. Weak recruits willing to take any assignment. Today, you face the rendering pits, Zarkov continued, his translator chip converting his chittering into flat, emotionless English. "Our war beasts must be fed. Some of you will survive the feeding process. Those who do will be considered for further training." A young recruit beside Ryukuden, have been more than 19, began to shake. She wanted to reassure him, but that would break her cover. Albert had warned her about this before she left Earth. Albert, her handler, her partner, well, she wasn't sure what they were anymore. He'd been the one to recruit her into the interspecies military exchange program, knowing full well it was a suicide mission. "They're testing us," he'd said, his green eyes serious beneath his military-cut brown hair. "The Zathari think humans are weak. Prove them wrong, Rhea, but more importantly, come back alive." The cargo bay doors hissed open, revealing a massive arena carved from black volcanic rock. The stench hit her first blood, excrement, and something else, something primal that made her hindbrain scream danger. "Move, chickens." Zarkov shoved the nearest human forward with one of his lower arms. "Die now or die later. The beasts care not." The recruit stumbled into the arena. Rhea walked calmly, her boots crunching on the bone-littered ground. She scanned the environment with practiced ease, exits blocked, walls too smooth to climb, and their heat signatures emerging from the tunnel, mouths carved into the arena walls. The Zathari war beasts were called Korvax. Rhea had studied the intelligence files. 8-legged, each the size of a grizzly bear, with crystalline fangs that could punch through titanium plating. They hunted in packs, communicated through subsonic frequencies, and had never been successfully tamed by any species. Perfect, the first Korvax exploded from the nearest tunnel, its black carapace gleaming, multiple eyes glowing like hot coals. The recruits screamed and scattered. Rhea stood her ground. "Stupid human." Zarkov's voice crackled over the arena speakers. "Run, chicken. Give us sport before you die." The Korvax charged toward the panicking crowd, but Rhea stepped into its path. She raised her hand, palm out, and did something that made the Zathari observers in the viewing gallery fall silent. She clicked her tongue 3 short bursts, 2 long, 1 short. A pattern she'd developed working with Earth's apex predators, modified based on the Korvax anatomical data Albert had smuggled to her. The war beast skidded to a halt 3 meters from her, its head tilting in confusion. Rhea clicked again, then added a subsonic hum from deep in her chest, a frequency she'd trained herself to produce after months of practice. The Korvax's eyes dimmed from hostile red to curious amber. "What is this?" Zarkov's voice carried a note of uncertainty. More Korvax emerged from the tunnels, drawn by the commotion. Rhea didn't break eye contact with the first beast. Slowly, deliberately, she lowered herself into a crouch, making herself smaller, less threatening. Another rule of predator psychology: dominance isn't always about size. The lead Korvax took a step forward, then another. Its crystalline fangs were close enough to shred her face. Rhea maintained her breathing, slow and steady. She extended her hand, knuckles first. The way she'd approach any powerful carnivore, the beast's antenna-like sensory organs brushed her skin. She felt the creature's breath, hot and acidic. Then, impossibly, it lowered its massive head. Rhea placed her hand on its carapace and began to stroke in the pattern she'd theorized would align with its neural pathways. The Korvax's aggressive posture melted. Its legs folded as it settled beside her like an enormous, deadly cat. The other beasts approached, cautious but curious. Rhea repeated the process with each one, her movements confident but never aggressive. Within 10 minutes, she was surrounded by a pack of docile Korvax, their eyes all cycling to the peaceful amber hue. The arena was silent except for the soft clicking of the beasts and the terrified breathing of the human recruits who pressed themselves against the far wall. "Impossible," Zarkov breathed over the speakers. "The Korvax cannot be tamed. We have tried for generations." Rhea stood, the war beasts parting respectfully around her. She looked up at the viewing gallery, her expression calm. "You want Earth's contribution to the Galactic Defense Coalition?" She called out, her voice echoing across the arena. "Here it is. We don't just fight beside beasts. We understand them. We bond with them. We make them family." She turned to the lead Korvax and clicked a new pattern release and hunt away. The creatures loped back to their tunnels peacefully. Not a single human harmed Zarkov, descended into the arena personally. All 4 arms spread in a gesture Rhea had learned meant profound shock. "You, what are you?" "Senior Beastmaster Rhea Chen," she said, finally dropping her recruit facade. "And I'm here to train your handlers, not feed your animals, sir." The commander's mandibles clicked rapidly laughter, she realized. The humans sent us a trainer disguised as prey. Clever chickens. Very clever. Later, in her assigned quarters, Rhea activated her encrypted comlink. Albert's face appeared, relief flooding his features. "You made it through," he said. "Did you doubt me?" "Never, but I worried." "Rhea, they're talking about giving humans complete oversight of the beast divisions. You did it. You've changed how they see us." Rhea smiled, exhaustion finally setting in. "Tell them to send more trainers. Real ones this time, not disguised recruits." "And Albert?" "Yeah. Next time you volunteer me to get thrown to alien war beasts, I'm volunteering you first." His laughter was warm, familiar, home. "Deal. Come back safe, Rhea. We've got work to do." She ended the call and lay back on the hard bunk. Through her window, she could see the Korvax pens, where the beasts were already responding to their new routines. Not chickens, after all, she thought. Humans were the trainers. And the galaxy was about to learn what that really meant.